Jesus.
Give it up.
Give it up.
It's 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock on a Sunday. That's right.
Already.
Regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man, he's sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He said, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. La 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 la, la 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 la. Sing us a song, you little piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody. I hope you are, and you've got us feeling all right. Now, John at the bar, he's a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free. And he's quick with a joke, or he'll light up your smoke. But there's some place that he'd rather be. He said, John, I believe this is killing me. As a smile ran away from his face. Oh, I know I could be a big movie star if I could get out of this place. La la la, la la la. La la la, la la la, la la la. Sing us a song, you little piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. Now Paul, he's a real estate novelist. He never had time for a wife. And he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy, and probably will be for life. And the waitress is practicing politics as the businessman slowly gets stoned. Well, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. La 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 la. La 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 la. Sing us a song, you the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. It's a pretty good crowd for Sunday. And the manager
She does.
preemptively,
No, I gave
before
them a
she's
smile.
invited, she gives me a smile. Could you just stand
What?
up? I want you to everybody see your all
Well, they
in
won't
one.
see it. They won't see
Well,
it if
well,
I
they
stand
can.
up.
If you stand up, you won't see your face, but they'll see the costume.
It's in my
Look at that. You see. Oh dear.
My
no,
middle.
maybe sit down. It's nice. She wore it. We went to church today
We
to advertise the
we
concert,
did, which was
and
lovely.
she stood up, and I saw a picture of her when she had short hair. Everybody.
Yes, they showed the video that I've made about Jonathan's show, and there I was with short hair. Felt very funny.
It looked great. No, I liked it, but
No,
I like it.
You
more
like it
now.
now?
I like
Yes,
it,
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
old woman, long hair. It's great. What? I'm just saying. And anyway. they all
Oh,
came
yeah,
up,
you got the test signal.
and there we go again. And I'm run, people, by two women.
Yeah,
this
both
world.
of whom have access to the test signal.
You do. And you both turn me absolutely off at any particular moment. I've worn a jacket again. And
Yes,
it
they've
is
all
about getting
noticed.
best.
They've all
They've
noticed.
all noticed.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to just do it. Anyway, we've had an interesting week. What's your week been like? Has the manager been smiling much this week, or have you just been super stressed?
No, I've been smiling this week. Yes, it's been all right. I have been tired, and there's been a lot going on. But apart from that, it's been good. It's been good.
Well, we've been working towards release of the CD, and
We
so
have.
we say it's a pretty good crowd for
Sunday.
And on a Monday, if you're joining us, or a Tuesday, or a Wednesday, or a
yes,
Thursday, or Friday,
wherever you are.
Saturday. Wherever you are, wherever you're joining us.
You're
'cause lots of
welcome.
people,
You're welcome.
And the manager, she gives me a smile.
I think it's going to be 10 minutes 30
And
for
the
those who
piano
know.
needs tuning. Just remind me the piano needs
Piano
tuning
needs
before Bryn
tuning.
Howard. Bryn
Yes.
Howard comes in next week, ladies and
He
gentlemen.
does.
International superstar of guitar, singer-songwriter, unbelievable. He's just released a new album. He's coming into a few new songs. He's going. One of them is "Let's Get Together." Who wrote that song, please? Gareth Hill. Can you tell us? Let's get together. Who was it?
I don't know.
Can't
Could
remember, anyway.
we finish Piano Man before we start going
Well,
off
I'm
down
just
another
asking.
track?
I'm just trying to lengthen the time out to see who wins the bet. Because she knows that it's me they've been coming to see. To forget about life. Because whose name is it on the tin, Sue? Just remind them.
Mine.
No, what is it? JV.
JV.
It's not SV yet. Okay? When I'm done, it will be JV. Sue V sings JV. That's what you'll be doing. You'll
Plays.
Be sitting,
Plays.
practicing, you'll be pretending to play piano. Knows it's me that we're going to see. Forget about life for a while. And the piano is sound like a carnival. And the microphone, it smells like a beer. And they sit in the bar and put bread in my jar. If only they'd put some bread in my jar. Would you stop writing? You writing to now? For goodness sake. Well, Rachel, I'm trying to sing to you, you know. To forget about life for a while. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival. Join in now. The microphone, it smells like a beer. And they sit in the bar and put bread in my jar. And say, man, what are you doing here? La la la, la la la. Overcome all the technical problems.
No, we don't overcome all the technical problems, but they're having trouble hearing you on your mic. I think probably you're a bit too far away from it when you've got the harmonica on.
Right, who's having problems?
Several people, darling. Lots of people are commenting on it, so.
Right, try that. Everybody, if they can hear it, let me write in now, if you can hear it clearly. Can you hear it clearly now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. pick 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't want to be wasting time doing this. I've got songs to sing.
Move on.
Right, so I can't imagine why it's different, because unless it's gone to...
I just wondered, it's because you had your harmonica on and you were just that little bit further away from it. It's quite sensitive to that kind of thing.
Okay.
Maybe you'll have to stop playing the harmonica.
No.
Oh, no.
No, it's not. It won't be. Let me just check. Let me just check the mic. Yep, it's all as should be. There's nothing wrong with that. So, I have no idea what that is, but it's nothing to do with the microphone.
No.
So, so we're going to do a song now. And it reminds me, we've got a special guest on. We've got a special guest on. Yes, thank you. Just talk close up. It's fine. Exactly. Mm-hmm. I know that. This song is from now. In preparation for our jump to a special guest in Australia. We've got 2 guests on tonight, and our first one will be from Australia. Now, he's been part of the community for many years, and he loves Eva Cassidy. Him and his partner now love that. She loves it too, Eva Cassidy. And this one, I recorded this one, if you remember. It goes... You remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You forget the sun in his jealous skies as you walk in fields of gold. So she took her love for to gaze a while upon the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? We'll forget the sun in his jealous skies as we lie in fields of gold. I never made promises lightly, and there have been some that I've broken, but I swear in the days still left we'll walk in fields of gold. We will walk in fields of gold. Many years have passed since those summer days among the fields of barley. See the children run as the sun goes down among the fields of gold. Will remember me when the west wind blows upon the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walk in fields of gold. We walked in fields of gold when we walked in fields of gold.
That was rather beautiful,
For me
JV.
here.
Rather
Excellent.
beautiful.
Now, we have a special friend who's been watching for many, many months this show since I think near the beginning.
Yeah,
May
I think it
last
was
year
actually. Can I say welcome to a few people?
You can say,
Is that right?
Connie, you can say welcome to whoever you want. I don't
I
care
just-
what you say, frankly.
Yes,
I
you
mean,
do.
I don't care if you tell a joke. Tell a joke. Man walks into a bar. Go on, tell it. Let's get it out there. Come on. Because you know you want to tell a joke. You know how good you are with jokes. Go on.
Yeah,
go
I've
for
got
it.
a really good joke
Go on
actually.
then. Let's go.
Yesterday,
Go on.
we went to Worthing,
Yeah.
and the joke was
Yeah.
that someone said to Jonathan, "Do I recognise you?" And Jonathan said, "Oh, you might do." And he said, "I know. You're a fighter, aren't you?" That was a good joke. That was a
Quite
good
like that
joke.
one. You're a fighter. And I said, yeah.
I think
My
it
voice
was,
dropped. I had sunglasses.
It was the
and a cap.
sunglasses and the hoodie that did it.
The
I
hoodie,
think you
yeah.
looked like you were about to go into
I
a
was about
ring.
to go, and I
somewhere.
said, I do people in for a living, mate. That's what I do, you know. I went in, let me tell you what I did. I went and bought Sue a packet of fudge, of salted caramel fudge, and another shop I went in, and actually a boy that was serving behind there, and a little, right on the front there, and we love Worthing Seafront. It's just a nice thing to walk along and smell the sea, and do that. We're only 2 hours on. And I went and bought this little tiny rock for £1.50, and it said, "You are my sunshine." And I said to the bloke,
really
if only I could
nice.
find someone to give this to.
Right. Can I just say welcome to a few people? I want to say welcome to the
we'll
Torch
put
Group. I think the Torch Group are going to be watching tonight
The who?
because the Torch Group, Heather's group.
Oh, excellent!
Yes.
Yes.
So I think many of you are tuning in. So if you are, a very warm welcome to all of you who are tuning in, and we will
don't
try
normally
and
have any technical problems
No.
at all.
That's
So-
right. We will. Hopefully, you're hearing it fine and you're enjoying it fine. And yes, we'll try and keep you abreast of what's going on as we go through.
And welcome to Heather, particularly, who
Yes,
is a
particularly
big
Heather.
hero for so many
Yes,
people.
yes.
Helping
We
so
love
many people
Heather.
on inclusion. We're going to have her on the week after next. We're going to have a little interview. It's all about inclusion. This woman is all about inclusion.
Yeah, she's great.
So
She's absolutely great. And welcome to those of you who've joined us again that we met at Thornley. And we're delighted that we've got Anthony with us tonight and hopefully
Excellent.
a few
Hello,
others.
Anthony.
And
How
hopefully
are you,
Millie
darling?
as well. Hopefully, Millie, you're here with us as well. So welcome to everyone who's joining us as we're going out and doing shows and concerts and
This
things.
morning, who was the lady
We met a lady this morning, a lady called Patricia. And Patricia, if you are watching, we are delighted that you've joined us. Patricia's had a difficult time. She lost her husband back in October, and his funeral was last week. And his name was Paddy, and he was in the services, and it was a big send-off for him. And it was very special. And she showed me some lovely pictures of him with medals on his chest and so on.
He was in the intelligence services.
He was, and he was a lovely man. Do you remember talking to him? Because you did chat to him once in church.
I did.
And so, Patricia, if you are joining us, welcome. We are delighted that you're here with us, and we hope that you get some company from the people that are here. And
Yes,
just
I want everybody
welcome to the
online,
group.
as normal with the JV community. Welcome this lady. Her name is, did you say?
Patricia.
Patricia, that's right. Patricia, and just if Patricia's on, just give her loads of hearts and say hi if you
Well,
can.
she's probably on YouTube.
On
I think she
YouTube.
said she'll
Well,
be joining us on
So it's
YouTube.
difficult to, but we welcome you anyway. Now, here's a song. I just wanted to do a few songs before we get into interviews. It's going to be quite a heavy night tonight in some ways later on, because what we've got to listen to is a man's story which will move you. And it should,
Yeah.
and that's why I wanted to do it, because he has a story to tell. And you know, I'm all about stories, narrative of our lives. And as we get older, we find that actually what's more important, and during this week it's been pointed out to me, what's more important is story. Yet again, each one of us has a story to tell. However we feel about our own story, whether we feel it's not worth sharing, of course that's nonsense, because each one wants to tell their story to someone else. That's what friendship is about. It's about sharing that narrative of our lives. And you couldn't do more than in these, remember, the community is based on these two verses, little acts of unremembered love and of kindness, that better part of a man. Remember that, and in as much as you do it for the least of my brethren, you do it unto me, says Jesus. And so actually, whether you're Christian or not Christian, you can do this stuff. You can be community, and you can be the person who listens to the other, and to listen to their narrative as well as tell your narrative. it's like an equilibrium that's formed between two people. And they form this thing where it goes one way and it goes the other. We heard a sermon in church this morning that I have to tell you, I'm a cynic, you know, I'm not very good and about listening to sermons. And I listened to this one, it really struck home because it talked about the true value of friendship. Who are your true friends? It was about Pilate asking, what is truth? And actually, the person I have on at 8:30 has proved to be a true friend over many, many years from Australia, from Lucas. And what is friendship? That's what it is. And I'm truly grateful for him and now his new partner, Chrissy, who he's found love, and it's a wonderful thing. So, I'm going to sing this song, actually. I'm going to sing it in memory of your dad, actually, Sue.
Okay.
Because your dad loved this tune.
He did.
And he would have loved to have heard me sing it. Rachel, let's have Misty, shall we?
1, 2, 3.
Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. And I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud I can't understand. I get misty just holding your hand. Walk my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play, or it might be the sound of your hello, that music I get misty whenever you're here. Don't you know that you're leading me on? But it's just what I want you to do. Can't you see that I'm hopelessly lost? That's why I'm following you. On my own. When I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove, I'm too misty, too much in love. Can't you see that I'm hopelessly lost? That's why I'm following you. On my own. Should I wander through this wonderland alone? Never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove. I'm too misty and too much in love. Oh, I'm too misty. I'm too misty. I'm too misty and too much
Well, thank you.
And that one was
My-
for Melvin.
It was. Melvin, you're 70 tomorrow. I'm
How
sorry
could
if
you
that's a
possibly be
secret,
for- how
but
could
you're
you do that?
70 tomorrow. Happy birthday for Melvin.
Everybody, sing together.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Melvin. Happy birthday to you. Well, Melvin, lovely. Has everything gone technically?
No, it's just for some people they've got an issue with your mic.
Well,
not
it's
with
their-
my mic,
I'm
but
sorry.
it's something.
I'm
We
afraid-
think it's something to do with the streaming of Facebook. We think.
Yes, it's nothing
So
to do.
we
Go on YouTube.
apologise.
In
We
which
are
case,
doing what we can. The problem is that our dear Rachel, if she were here in the room with us, it would be easy
there's
for
nothing
her
wrong with
because
the
she
mic.
could just do the
Stop.
fader. But
There's
it's
nothing
fine.
wrong with the mic.
No.
It will be Facebook or it will be how you're receiving it because
Yeah.
we are. It's nothing wrong this end. We're all fine. Everything's working. Everything's fine. And are they? They're having problems listening to it vocally or
It's
what?
your vocal mic.
Well, in which case, Sue, give me that one and I'll use that one instead because
What, this one?
Well,
Or
it's-
swap over.
It's no point. I can't have people complaining
Okey-dokey.
because it's not this mic, so you can use this one.
Okay.
For chatting, okay? And let's just see whether that's a problem for you. Right, do you want to advertise stuff?
Now I feel very grown up because I have the wireless mic, so that's fine. But Rachel's going, no, don't do it.
No, it's
okay.
too bad.
Well, let's just
Do
see
what
how
we
it
have to
goes. Okay, so I would like to advertise the fact that we have a lovely concert happening locally in Guildford on Saturday coming up, which is fantastic. And so here we are. We're going to be at Emmanuel Church in Guildford on next Saturday at 7:30. Tickets still available. You can either contact me on sue@jonathanveira.com or you can contact me on 07513 366 135. And so sue@jonathanveira.com or 07513 366 135. Now we have some lovely people coming along, which is wonderful. Lovely people turning up from the community. And if you were able to make it, it would be great. I sort of sense it's going to be a bit of a celebration, which is amazing. And we're going to hopefully have a chance to hear Jonathan perform some of his Christmas songs,
Which we're
will
going to
be
do a little bit
fantastic.
little bit later on, after I've had an interview with Australia.
Yes, so that's great. For those of you who can't get there, but you would like to come and see Jonathan anyway, the following week we are with Stuart McCready. So if you want to not just see us, but you want to see Stuart McCready, well, what more could you ask for? We'll be over at Stuart's place on the Saturday following that, and that's going to be a lovely Christmas thing that starts at 7 o'clock. All of this information is on the www.jonathanveira.com website. It's all going to be there, so not to worry, it's all there. But it would be lovely to have you at either of those concerts. So either Guildford next Saturday or at Stuart's place the Saturday after.
I'm just telling somebody that somebody's on now, and Sue Legg. And anyway, hopefully, tracks will not be balanced. No, it's true.
Let's just see how it goes.
It's just let's see how it goes. Songbird. Now, this is a song, before we introduce Lucas, a song he asked for. He asked for it this morning. For you, there'll be no more crying. For you, the sun will be shining, 'cause I feel that when I'm with you, it's alright. I know it's right. And the songbirds keep singing like they know the score. And I love you I love you like never before, like never before. To you, I would give the world. To you, I'll never be cold, 'cause I feel that when I'm with you, it's alright. I know it's right. And the songbirds keep singing like they know the score. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before, like never before, like never before, like never before. And that's for a very special guest who's come into the studio with Chrissy, his partner, and we welcome you both from Oz, from Melbourne. Nice to see you. Come and let me see you. Are they in the room now? Can I hear them? Yes. Ah, there they are. Lucas and Chrissy, nice to see you. Now tell us what time it is, first of all, for you.
Way too early. We shouldn't be up at this time. It's 7:30 in the morning on Monday. Thank you for sending us the sun.
It's a pleasure. We do what we can here, live from the Steinway room. It's within our gift.
We're right down here.
All right.
You're right up here.
All right, okay. That's what I like to see. Chrissy, good morning. How are you? You're looking stunning at this time in the morning. Goodness, what time are you up for that?
That took a bit of effort, yes.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate the effort here, and all the guests do as well who are listening in. And
Hello to those in the community. It's really nice to be on that community and be talking, interacting, and reading all the jokes.
Yeah, come on, Lucas. You're not exactly one for jokes, are you? You're not Mr. Comedian. You're not really. Come on, be honest. I mean, you have tried in the past, but you just don't reach those dizzy heights of what stand-up yet.
As a comedian, I make a good opera singer. Yeah.
Yes.
You do, actually. And let me just say, first of all, so everybody, you're in Melbourne, is that right? Just outside Melbourne?
Melbourne, we're about 45 minutes from the centre.
In the centre. And what's it been like there? Really tough in Oz, I understand.
Well, with the longest lockdown, it's been tough for isolation. I haven't seen my kids often enough. Chrissy hasn't seen her kids often enough. And I have no students coming at all. Chrissy had all her students on Zoom, and didn't we get sick of that?
Oh, yeah. Zoom, there's a word we hate. It's useful because we can do this.
Yeah.
But how did you find it? How did you find it, Chrissy? How was the Zooming teaching?
It's much harder keeping young kids engaged over Zoom.
Yeah.
So you find that putting a lot more emotional energy and work into it than you do when you're live in a room together. So it was challenging.
But
I was very tired.
But we lack connection. This is so important about teaching in a room, is your connection with your person, with your student, with your charge. And you just don't have the connection. You have a Zoom connection, you have a virtual video, but how can you teach properly and effectively when you haven't got the person in the room?
No, and I think the music has suffered greatly because of this. We found with students at university that coming back to singing, live has been it's such a baptism of fire for them. Their muscles don't operate anymore properly. They've atrophied, and the idea of singing above the stave or anything like that, they're going, oh no, I can't do that, and I can't sing live. Oh, I don't want to sing in front of an audience. I don't want, all this kind of nonsense. And it's really been quite hard. But for you, Lucas, I first got to know you. I got to know you back in, when was it? 92, 94? 94. And we were singing together in an opera called La Bohème by Leoncavallo, I believe. Is that right?
That's right, and you were the star. You stole the show. Of course you did.
Of course I did. Yeah, I nicked it, mate. I nicked it. I literally stole it, and I wasn't very popular because of that. I can tell you that right now.
No,
Do you remember? They didn't like me at all.
Were you Rodolfo? No.
No, that's right. No, Chonard. It was, for goodness sake, So, but I met you there, and you were absolutely stunning with our kids, and. Matthew, who was only, what was he then? He was 7 years old. And Nick, who was only 1.
Nick was 1. Had Matthew, Dan on my shoulders.
Yeah,
That's great to see them so grown and with kids and getting married. And
yours as well. It's been lovely watching yours, and during lockdown, being able to have conversation with you guys. It was quite, and I said what I said about you because it's true about friendship. Friendships last. It's not about distance. You can pick up with people,
Pick up where you left off, and as long as you can keep up the communication, it's great.
Yeah.
But we've been right behind you and your journey with Sue. I was just so touched when she told me in the first place that she was compatible with your kidney, and it just blew me away. So. I mean, our love for you guys is just grown and grown, and it's just wonderful to see you with us still. Is your kidney round on your stomach or something?
It's down here, mate. Right down there on the right, tucked down. Somebody said to me this morning at church. They said to me, she was an ex-nurse. She was quite a kind of, in your face type of don't mess around type of woman, and she said. I said something about it being down on the right-hand side, and it's not very nice. And when I go swimming, I've got a bit of me closer to France than any other bit. And, And so she laughed, and she said, do you have any plans to do any modelling in the next few years? So I said, strangely, I've got the catalogues asking if I'll do some underpant modelling. But, if that... those guys that stand there looking like that, pointing out in the distance. And so I've got that coming. That's coming up. What have you got coming up, mate?
Well, I haven't got a kidney coming up, that's for sure.
No. But are you managing to sing at all with the choir? Because you conduct a choir.
Well, conducting's fantastic. It's kept us going. And yes, I was doing Zoom rehearsals every week, an hour and a half, playing on the piano right here over Zoom. And this was our newly built music room, so that we do all that, and I'm thrilled that in our new house that we actually get a music room. And how many guitars are over there? 6, 7,
8.
Oh, 8. Ridiculous! Stop it! Just stop it! I mean, you're trying to outdo me with pianos. Sue is getting sick and tired because I keep going, Chrissy. The thing is, Chrissy, if I see a piano and somebody offers me one, I go, wow, and she goes, no, you cannot have another one. Stop it! Enough already.
Acquisition syndrome.
PAS. I've got GAS.
Exactly. What can I ask you? You posted something the other day about getting out and going out, and you're able to go for meals now and go and.
When it's the big opening is 24th or something, but the last weekend our Supreme Premier said. No more masks outdoors. There's no limit on number of people inside. And then immediately we got a notification from our choir president. There's no limit to numbers in rehearsal, and we can sing without masks. So we had a fantastic rehearsal Wednesday. In fact, Christopher came along and played a drum kit as well. We had
brilliant. That's his son. That's his son, by the way. Christopher's a drummer.
Yeah, Christopher's my son, and And so we had our first big rehearsal for months without masks and with full instruments and playing, and we just all were so relieved. And it's about time, you know. I'm conducting a
Yeah.
choir.
Oh, completely.
I was conducting it, and we hope that next year our little opera company comes together as well. We call ourselves Savoy. It's a very long history with that group in Melbourne, and Savoy Opera, and we'll be doing Orpheus in the Underworld, and
Fantastic.
I'll be that one. So,
Wonderful.
yeah, not much singing, but quite a bit of playing and conducting happening.
Well, no, but I think that's what happens, isn't it? We move on. I've started doing forewords of things. People have written to me say, Jonathan, you've reached that age where you can do a foreword. So that means you don't write the stuff. You just write forewords for people who. So conducting. I'm conducting the choir. We've been doing our Christmas choir, and it's been wonderful that they were so enjoying singing again, and it's wonderful, isn't it? I said last week we had the Festival of Remembrance. The special guest this week, Anthony. He was at the Festival of Remembrance. You can see it. Oh no, you can't see it. You don't have iPlayer outside the country. But the Festival of Remembrance, he was there, and I saw there was 6,500 people or so without masks in one room, enjoying being together and singing.
It does make one a bit
together.
nervous, though. It still does one make. For some people, they're a bit hesitant. I don't want to go out with my mask. There's too many people. We're not used to it. This is the thing.
No, and now we're frightened. Now it's just fear. Now it's fear. It's not logic, but it's fear. And I think actually that we must move on. But now, that being said, I'm going to move on in a minute, but I want to hear, you've got up this early, both of you, and you, Chrissy, I have to say, of the two of you, you are by far the better looking one. All right? I just want you to know, by a roundabout a country mile. Lucas, you must get up and curl your hair or do something. I don't know. I'm just saying, mate. And Chrissy, both of you you're gonna play and sing a song for us. I wasn't expecting this, so it's rather nice. Let's have a song. What are you going to sing for us?
We're going to do Somewhere Over the Rainbow, hopefully somewhat Eva Cassidy-ish.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to it.
My morning voice.
And Chrissy does beautiful flute playing. So there's a little
flute
solo in the middle.
Once in love, somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dream that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops, way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. chimney tops, that's where you find me somewhere over the rainbow. Times are blue and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow wide. Oh, why can't I?
Fantastic. I mean, really outrageously good. What a fantastic voice you have. That is beautiful. That is beautifully done. And at this time of morning for you, just remember, everybody, this is 7:47 in the morning, right? She gets Sue. Could you bring Sue in? Can you? Yeah. Can you? What an incredible voice! Isn't that lovely?
Last night, Chrissy was singing with the big band. I was playing second tenor sax, and Chrissy was singing, "You make me feel like a natural."
Actually, can I just tell you? This is true now. But when I used to play in restaurants in 1979, 80, I remember having to play. I had to play in a bar, and a bloke came up and he leaned against the bar, and he said, because I was playing requests, he said, "I would like you to play for me, please. You make me feel like a natural woman. Thank you."
And Chrissy, that was lovely. Well, like Chrissy and Lucas, thank you. That was really lovely.
Beautiful playing, mate. Well done.
People have really enjoyed it because it's this sort of connection. You know, you're singing live in Australia and someone sitting there in a farmhouse in Derbyshire thoroughly enjoying it.
Yeah, John, he remarked, John, who lives in this place we were staying a few weeks ago, and 34-acre farm in Derbyshire. Beautiful old farmhouse from 1640s it was built, and stunning, absolutely stunning. And he's sitting there in that farmhouse tonight looking at you on YouTube from Australia, singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Can you see how technology is a curse and a blessing both at the same time?
Fantastic. It's our pleasure to bring this to the community. We're just sitting here in our little music room to think that we can connect to God knows how many anonymous people we don't know, but bring that pleasure to music. This is what, for me and for Chrissy and I'm sure for you and Sue and your family, that to bring music to people, which it costs nothing, but is worth so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's absolutely right. And listen, Lucas, I know that our dear Susan Legg, who many of you remember, the film composer and his wife, they I don't think she knew you were on. No, she hasn't answered, but I'll tell her that you're on and she can watch it. She can watch it back.
She watched on the stream repeat or something. But it's great. Susie and I were in the opera studio together for a year, and you were at opera studio a few years before I was.
That's correct. That's right. So we're old geezers now of opera, aren't we? We are the old geezers of opera.
We're all old geezers now. Yeah.
We are.
I always looked at the old geezers and I thought, oh, they're fantastic. You know, I've got so much to give, and suddenly now I'm an old geezer.
I'm an old geezer with so much to give. Exactly.
Much to give.
And can I also say to both of you, we're gonna go now because we have to get on to the next guest. But what I wanted to say to both of you before you go, how thrilled I am that you are together, and that Sue and I are genuinely thrilled that you have found some beautiful love from a beautiful woman, and you equally from Lucas, who deserved it. And we just,
thank you very much.
It's a lovely thing.
Good to see.
And you will be on the video in 2 seconds when we play. You've got a friend on the video. Yeah. You're going to be on there, and you can spot them there, folks, when they contributed. Yeah, exactly.
The lockdown recordings are great. My parents are thrilled that they're listening to you as well, and they're both in their 90s.
Brilliant. And can I say hello to both of them? Thank you for listening. And how's your mum, by the way? How is she? All right?
Yeah, she's getting on. She's nice too, and she's losing her sight, which is really unfortunate. But she's full of smiles, and she loves it when someone comes up and says hello. And she loves us to go and sing for her. We sang Over the Rainbow. Actually, Alex sang. My daughter Alexandra sang
Oh,
it.
wonderful.
Lovely.
Wonderful.
60th wedding anniversary last weekend.
Yes.
Well, happy anniversary, 60 years. I can't imagine being with Sue for 60 years. She'll kill me before then, way before then. And she'll take the kidney back. I think that's the point. Right, that's just the last thing, her last act will be with a sharp knife. I'll have that, thank you very much. And that will be that. Okay, bless you guys.
We love you, and Sue.
And love to connect with you. It's been absolutely terrific. And thanks for being on Live from the Steinway Room.
Yeah, brilliant.
Bless you guys.
Bye, guys.
Talk soon.
Bye.
Bye. And here's a little video for you to watch, made by our own Rachel and sung by myself, written by Paul Field, written for Christmas Day last year. We played it last week. We just want you to get just a sense of what is coming for the album. This is one of those songs on the Christmas album, and we'll sing a few more after we've spoken to Tony. Here we go.
It's gonna be a strange Christmas this year, with unwelcome decorations of anxiety and fear, tables laid with loneliness, uncertainty and tears. It's gonna be a strange Christmas this year. I wanna see the faces behind the masks we have to wear. I want to shake some hands and see the smiles we need to share, to wish each other all the best for the year that is to come. But all those good intentions this year come undone. It's gonna be a strange Christmas this year, with unwelcome decorations of anxiety and fear, tables laid with loneliness, uncertainty and tears. It's gonna be a strange Christmas this year. I wanna see my family and tell them how I miss the wonder of the human touch, the magic of a kiss. I wanna hold my grandchildren, read and sing them songs. This painful separation just feels completely wrong. Stumbling through the dark, we long to dance into the light. This lockdown of our lives is like a chain that holds us tight. We need a star to follow. We need to be released this year more than ever. We need the Prince of Peace. Gonna be a strange Christmas this year. It's pretty hard to talk about the season of good cheer. We hold on to our dreams, we hope and persevere. It's gonna be a strange Christmas this year. Gonna be a strange Christmas this year.
And so we do another little track from the new album, as we did last week. And it's going to be in the concert when you come on next Saturday. And I look forward to seeing you. But this one, just for you. Are you ready? Oh, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. Oh, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Bonnie and Ben. Dolls that'll talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. Oh, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Oh, there's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well. It's the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. Oh, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that will make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Bonnie and Ben. Dolls that will talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. I'll take a look at the 5 and 10. It's happening once again with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. Let it snow, let it snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Bonnie and Ben. Dolls that will talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening back again with candy canes and silver lanes ago. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Oh, toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own, on your own, on your own front door. Wait for it. Oh, meds. I've forgotten them. Now we're going to have a little video, and then we're going to go straight after that. We're going into Mr. Anthony Cooper. And ladies and gentlemen, it's the song of the community, You've Got a Friend. Thank you very much. When you're down and troubled,
some love and care. Nothing, oh nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You got a friend.
You just served me the smallest cup of coffee. Right?
Be grateful.
Darkened full of clouds, and that old north wind begins to blow. Keep your head together now and call my name out loud. Soon I'll be knocking at your door. Oh, you just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Oh, oh, oh. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. Now ain't it good to know that you've got a friend when people can be so cold? They'll hurt you and desert you and take your soul if you let them. But don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You got a friend. Oh, darling, you got a friend. My sweet darling, you got a friend. Oh, honey, you got a friend. Oh, darling.
Well, thank you. We put an Envy Media at the back there. That was my son. That's Nick who made that video for us all to see. That reached the dizzy heights of thousands upon thousands of views, and it reminded us that we have 1.4K. That's good. On YouTube. That's good. Excellent. Yeah, and 1.4K views on YouTube. That was brilliant, and we're really loving to get you more watching that and seeing all the stuff that's up on YouTube. Remember, you can subscribe. You go to YouTube and you what's the basis, Sue? What do? You like, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell, and that's what we've got to do. And therefore, you get more, and you can watch on YouTube. Now, we have a special guest tonight, a man who is smiling. I can see his smile. One of the most infectious things about Anthony, and one of the things that he's the same age as my first son, Matt. And so, frighteningly, bring him into the room, and I'm going to say something to you. Do you know what, Anthony? You could be my son. Have you unmuted? Excellent. Let's have a listen. There you go. Are you there?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, there he is.
Nice to see you. Anthony Cooper. Name, serial number, and rank, please.
Kingsman Cooper 25187874.
And what regiment did you belong to, mate?
The Duke of Lancasters.
Duke of Lancaster. And we welcome you to and your mother who is watching, and any of your friends who are watching, and the people from Heather's group that are watching. They're called the Torch. What was it? The Torch Group, and people who are veterans who have watched this. And I recommended it to a friend of mine who was a corporal who also served in Afghanistan and had quite a serious accident as well. Marcus, who lived across the road from us, and I'm hoping he's watching too. And if not now, then later in the week. Anthony, we met you about 4 or 5 years ago first, didn't we? Can you remember when we first met?
Not gonna lie, no.
We met at a church.
I know where it was.
Yeah, I can't remember how long ago it was. No,
It was about 3 years ago.
3 years ago, something like that.
Yeah,
3 years.
And you sat in the front row, I seem to remember, something like that, and we chatted very briefly.
Yeah, we did.
And you made a big impression on me. And when I didn't know that you were coming on this week when we were away in the Thornley Hotel now up in Grange over Sands, but you impressed people by your continual smile. You smile. Have you always been a smiler?
No. I will look at life now. It's pointless having a frown, you know, because we're all going to die one day. So enjoy what you've got.
Yeah. And would your mother recognise that smile on you? Were you always always like this? Were you a difficult boy?
Was he or what, sorry?
Were you a difficult boy or were you a good boy?
I was a good boy. Enjoy what you've got.
Yeah. You had that very interesting philosophy. Tell us a little bit about how you started in the army, why you went into the army, what made you do that?
1 sec, I'll just let my dog off my chair.
Okay, let your dog. I like live. You see, this is it. This is live.
We want to see the dog.
We want to see the dog. We're more interested in the dog now, Anthony, to be honest. Oh, look. Hello, dog. Hello. Now, what's his or her name?
It's called Max.
Max. And is it? Hello, Max. Yeah, that's it. People will love Max.
People do love Max.
I bet they do, actually. Okay, our community. Give them a few hearts, everybody, because we had a lady who came on here who ran a charity for dogs. She trained dogs for autistic people, and she had 5 dogs around her when she was talking, and they were going all around the place. It was fantastic. It was wonderful, and people loved that because they. How long have you had her? How long have you had him?
7 months, 7, 8 months.
Oh, right. So a brand new addition to you.
Yeah.
And how are you finding him? Good?
At times it's really good. Other times it's really difficult.
Well, like what?
Trying train him the way I want him to be trained.
Yes.
And then people come in and they don't see what I see.
Right, so they spoil him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is Max your support dog then, Anthony?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's he meant to be doing to help you?
He helps me with anxiety, depression, and mood swings, to be honest.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Because I suspect, do you live on your own now in your house?
Yeah.
So actually having company like Max is quite... Yeah. Okay, let's go back. To... you joined the army. How old were you when you joined up?
I signed up at 16.
Gosh. Wow.
I joined the Air Cadets and don't know how old I was, really young. And then I flew planes. You know, I joined
flew planes? Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, joined a band. And then I'm like, yeah, this ain't for me. So I left that, joined the Army Cadets, and just fell in love.
With what?
Just their way of life, you know. The field craft they do. The camaraderie.
Tell people, they don't understand what you mean by fieldcraft. What does that mean?
Living in the field, you know. You're sent into a field and all you've got is a poncho, which is a flat piece of, can't remember what it is, but it's waterproof.
Yes.
Some bungee ropes and a hexi burner, which is a cooker.
And you just have to survive?
Yeah.
For how long?
For as long as you're out there.
So that could be a long time.
Yeah. I mean,
and you enjoyed that kind of stuff.
Love it. Yeah. Everything the army entails is me. You know, if someone cut me open, I'd bleed green.
That's funny, isn't it? It would never have occurred to me as a boy to join the army. We had cadets in the school.
Yeah.
But I think I was a bit of a wimp of I wasn't very tough, and I was always bullied and stuff. It probably would have toughened me up a bit, but okay. So you joined at 16.
Yeah.
So how long does it take to train you to become a fully fledged soldier?
It depends what you join. You know, if you join the infantry, it's literally 6 months. 6 months hard graft.
Wow, that's quick, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
and you joined the infantry, is that right?
Yeah. When I joined up, though, things were a lot different to what they are now. But I'm not bothered, you know.
But you joined up. How long now? You've been. You're 34 now, so it's now 14, 18 years since you joined.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit of where you served. Sorry, go on.
Don't say it out loud.
I know. I know you're getting old, boy. You're getting old. You're going to lose all your hair. I mean, I'm just going to tell you now. All right, you're going to end up looking like me, my son. All right, that's what you're going to do. And probably not brown though. Just bald. All right, that's all. But tell us where some of the places you served.
I was based in Germany, in Osnabrück.
Yes.
I then went to Iraq. Did 6 months out there. I then went back to Germany. We moved to Catterick.
Yes.
And then went to Afghanistan.
And when did you go to Afghanistan? Because that's the bit that has shaped your life to date now, isn't it? And when did you go to Afghanistan?
2010.
10. Okay. So it was the height of the troubles, the height, because it was 20. How many? It was 21 years, wasn't it, when they pulled out? Was it 21 years? Just recently, was that right? I can't remember now how many years it was.
I'm not 100% sure.
20. It's 20. Yeah, I'm being told it's 20 years, something like that, since they went in. And then
Yeah.
so you went in midway into Afghanistan
Yeah.
to an established battalion in the field.
My guys were strong. I knew them, you know, so I knew who had my back,
Yes.
you know. But although our forces was getting more and more educated about the lands and whatnot, they were getting more and more educated how to fight.
Yes.
You know, which made it it's horrible.
Yes. Yeah. It was a nasty situation to go into, wasn't it, in the first place?
Yeah.
Would that be fair? Yeah.
Yeah, very fair. You know.
How did you feel about going in?
I went into my CO's office and asked him if I could speak freely. I got all the, yeah, go for it. And I just let it rip. You know, he wishes he hadn't said yeah.
What did you tell him briefly?
I said, why are we going into Afghanistan? And there's been wars in Afghan for centuries.
Yes.
So how are we going to make a difference?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The response I got was, we're going because America's asked us to.
Yeah. That's not enough. It never was.
Oh, yeah.
So that was that. You had to go, I suppose. Isn't that the role of the soldier? You have to do you have to go where you're told, I suppose.
Yeah.
Chain of command.
They tell you to jump off a cliff, you jump off a cliff. You might
That's
question
really
it,
hard. Yeah.
but you'd still do it.
Okay. You have some. I tell you, when I listened to your story the other day, it was so moving. The ladies that were around, it was late at night, wasn't it? It was 10:30 at night, and you told this story, and I thought, I've got my community. They have no idea, Anthony. Often they are in a bad way, and personally, their pain is real, and it is, of course.
Yeah.
But of course, it helps us all to see people who've gone through so much more than we've ever been through, to see our lives in context. So tell us what happened. You've been serving. How long had you been in serving in Afghanistan before the big incident that happened?
I think I did about 4 months. I was due to come home at the end of that week.
Oh, you're joking, really?
Yeah.
And is that the standard length of time they get you to serve?
No, you meant to stay there for 6 months.
But how come you were coming home early?
I wasn't. But you go home on rest and relaxation.
Ah, right. Okay.
You know,
Okay.
hour and a half.
Yeah.
And you get a week at home, and then you go back.
Gosh, it's not long, is it?
No, it's long enough.
But tell us what happened then. Tell us the story. Tell us where you are.
I was leading a brigade movement through Afghanistan. We were leaving the Nadi Ali district and going to Lashkar. I was literally a point man of the whole brigade.
And for those of you who don't know what that means, it means he was at the front. He was at the front. You were doing mine work, weren't you?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't my job, but the guy who was meant to be doing it said, "I'm too ill, can't do it." So he got medevac back to Camp Bastion, and then everyone was refusing to do it. So
Refusing, really?
yeah, I now know why.
Yeah.
You know, but so I stepped up. I'm like, right, listen, I'll do it. Like, you can't. You're signals. Don't matter. I've taught. Can't remember names, but I taught another guy to do signals, and I literally brushed him up. You know, so if and when I'm injured, he could call in a
Step
911.
up. Yeah.
But I don't know if he did. I'm not sure who called it in. I know that everyone was in bits.
What happened? Tell us what happened, if you can.
I was leading across the field and turned right, and then we turned right again to go down the track to a little forward operating base, and then we were going to go from there to the main compound.
Yes.
But when we turned right again, which I didn't want to do, because I was told that that's where I'd be injured.
Yeah, that in itself, we can go back on that in a minute, but I just want to keep going on this one.
Yeah. So I was doing my job, going forward, and then I'm like, right, you ready? To me, to IC, because I made him walk quite close. Is that what for? I'm like, wait, kept doing my job, found something.
In the ground, found something in the ground.
Yeah. Because the Valen is a very, very sensitive metal detector, basically.
Yes.
It picked something up, so I knelt down. Well, I was kneeling down to find what it is, where it is. But by the time my knee touched the floor, the IED, the improvised explosive device, had gone off.
Oh my goodness.
45 kilo.
45 kilos of IED. That's a massive. I know a little bit about this. It's a massive piece of kit, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the normal? The normal size is half that size, isn't it?
It's less than half. It was actually planted to take out a tank.
Oh goodness. And tell us what happened. What if you can? And I don't want to go over gory details that you don't want to speak about, and that we don't need to hear everything. But tell us what happened to you, because it's relevant for people out there.
They flew me back to Camp Bastion, and then they couldn't fly me straight home because I was bleeding out too much. I've got over 5 litres of other people's blood.
Oh my goodness.
Over, the body only contains 6 litres.
And you got 5 litres of other people's blood in you by then?
Yeah. But they couldn't fly me back because I was too heavily bleeding, Yeah. My injuries are I'm a bilateral amputee, which means I've lost both legs. Lost fingers, fingertips, my right eye, and I've got the most traumatic brain injury seen in British forces.
You've had the most. So what does that mean for you on a day-to-day basis, Anthony?
My memory is rubbish.
Yeah, okay. So you can't remember names and things like that?
No.
But can you remember exactly what happened? I mean, that memory hasn't gone, I suppose. So you...
more or less, because people tell me, and the more people tell me, the more I piece things together.
Right, yeah. Because are they still talking to you about it?
No.
No, that's it. They're done.
Yeah.
What about your comrades in arms at the time?
I lost 3 good mates. 2 whilst I was serving out there with them, and 1 whilst I was in my coma.
When you think about this now, because that was 11 years ago, wasn't it now? Is it 11? 11.
Yeah.
How does this affect you on a day-to-day basis?
Like I say, my memory's shot. I get angry a lot of the time. You know, over the smallest things, I can be angry. But
but you feel, when I saw you, what's interesting is the people that have tried to stand alongside you, and you're the Heathers of this world, who have tried to put their arm around you, and well, you are, for them, you are one of the special people that, and that may not feel like that's what you are, but you change people's lives.
You are a very lovable person. You know, it's that you just
Thank
spread
you.
that around you when you go into a situation. People can't help but be infected by your presence, by your positive attitude to everyone around you. And hey, you know, you forget something, it doesn't really matter actually. You know, it's what Marion said about you at the week away. Marion Gaff commented on the fact that it was your smile that she saw first, not the wheelchair, not the legs missing or anything else, but you know, this smile radiating out.
Yeah.
Did your mother find it very difficult when you got back?
The army knocked on her door and said, "Are you the mother of Kingsman Anthony Cooper?" It's like, so I just slammed the door in her face.
Yeah.
You know, and she ran and got me dad, because it was like something like 7:20 a.m.
Oh my goodness.
Something like that. This time.
I mean, do you know, at that kind of time in the morning, it's only bad news, isn't it? It's not.
Yeah.
There's no good news. It's not DPD making a delivery. That's for sure. It's going to be bad news. And she's watching tonight and listening tonight, I presume.
She is. She's chatting to us on the stream.
Well, can I just say hello to Mum? Hello to Mum. And you are the mother of an. Shelley, you are the mother of an extraordinary man. I mean, I can't tell you that week away that he came on, he affected 30 people's lives in a way. And one boy, Chris, who was just, you know, that was an extraordinary thing too, wasn't it? Chris Steele.
And the community know Chris really well, Anthony. So you tell us what happened between you and Chris.
I took Chris to the cenotaph.
Because on the 11th of the 11th,
yeah. And he surprised me at how calm he was.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Because I seen him in the hotel, and he was here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always talking, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
But then took him to the cenotaph, and I think he saw it meant something to me, to other people.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was just stunned. I was like, I said to Heather, he's quietest I've seen him.
Yeah.
All week.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was very excitable, wasn't he, there? And it was lovely to see that. But he was so and he looked after you that day.
He did. You know.
Which is very special. Very special.
What was it you said about him? You said that he gave you confidence to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, normally, because it's a new place, I don't cope with new surroundings that well, you know.
No.
And I noticed a few things going wrong.
Yeah.
And I would have just lost my rag.
Yeah.
But then I thought, Chris is here. Why am I going to crib, you know? Why am I going to complain?
Well, am I right in thinking, Anthony, that you got to the cenotaph for the memorial, but actually you couldn't get very close because it wasn't very accessible to you in your wheelchair? Is that right?
The first route we went to, that was not accessible at all. But we found another one.
Right.
You know, it's a good job we went early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris is actually watching on one of the streams.
Hi,
So
Chris.
he is very excited that you're talking about him.
But this is the effect. You see, I think this is. It so moved me. I have to tell you, personally, having gone through what I've gone through recently and gone through trauma and the trauma of thinking I was going to die and all of that kind of thing, and the thought that goes through your head. You know, you've lost limbs. You've got trauma you've got a traumatic injury in your brain, and you've lost your eyes. You can't do the things that you want to do, and you moved me greatly because you. And I tell you this, Shelley, that the way that he affected me, it was more that he brought more to me than I brought to him. And both of us, we went up to our rooms overnight, and we saw you have the effect on everybody, not just me or a few people. People were just hugely moved by you. And I want you to know that whatever it is you're doing, just keep doing it.
I don't know.
You know, you don't have to know.
You just carry on being yourself, Anthony. I think that's it. You're just being
Kingsman
yourself.
Cooper, you do what you do, okay? I think, I was so proud to see you on the BBC television.
Can I just say, I think this is amazing. There you were on the big stage at the Albert Hall last week, and now you're in our Steinway room.
It's incredible. And anybody who hasn't seen it, you can watch it on iPlayer, and you can watch Anthony do an interview 17 minutes in. If you don't want to watch the whole thing, then watch 17 minutes in. He does an interview about rehabilitation. What are the things that you are looking forward to? Have you got any plans? Did something about you wanting to go into the ministry or something? Is that right?
I do eventually, yeah.
See, that's how did it affect your faith? Tell us a little bit about that, Anthony. We haven't got too long, but
when I was first injured, I'm not gonna lie, I said, Jesus and that can't be real.
No,
because I'm a good guy. So why has something like this happened to me? You know.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly.
I denied full, you know, and then when I went to head the court, which is the Defence Military Rehab Centre.
Yes.
I spoke to a padre, Radha.
Yes.
And he rekindled my faith.
Oh.
That's good.
That's very special. So basically, it's relied on good men, on good people, men and women who've just put their arms around you and given you a bit of TLC. Faith is a difficult thing, and I know for many people out there, I'm sure people watching now, who are not of faith, who do not have faith, and they see this kind of thing where you've lost so much, and yet you're giving out so much. They say, "How can this be?" And you don't have an answer, do you? I don't have an answer. I don't have the answer. No. But what you do have is what you are, and I have to say, Anthony. So I was asking about plans. What are you going? You're going down the Nile or something in a canoe or something like that? You're planning anything like that?
No, I want to start in Cape and Ray.
Okay, yeah,
You know,
Bible college, yeah.
Yeah. I then want to travel, spreading the gospel.
Yeah.
You know.
Gosh, mate, what an inspiration.
You are an inspiration. And Anthony, you've got lots of messages coming on the Facebook stream here of people just saying, this has been an incredible interview.
Can you read some? Yeah.
They've been by you.
Just
calling me an idiot.
No idiots. No, nobody's called you an idiot.
No. Kingsman Cooper, keep on keeping on being you. Thank you for your service. I'm humbled to have heard some of your story tonight. And there are lots of messages like that. People just saying thank you for your service and for your bravery and your honesty, actually.
Yeah.
That, yes, when something terrible and devastating like this happens, we're angry. And actually God has walked with you through this, through other people. Which has been incredible, that Jesus has walked alongside you and put his arm around you through those arms of other people. and now you are reaching out to other people in spite of your circumstances, that you're not sitting there saying, oh, woe is me, but actually you are inspiring people every single day.
You are, mate.
And that's why you're being invited to all these different events. You're a bit of a superstar, aren't
And actually,
you, really?
I would love it, Anthony, because this is a good group of people here online, and they are a good group of people who've just helped so many people. Is there a way in which, because I know you're involved in helping people, fellow ex-soldiers who've been injured or whatever, rehabilitation, is there any way in which the community can help, give, anything like that? Because we've got a charity, and I told you YGAF, you've got a friend, Trust, that we run, and we try and put arms around people, not in massive ways, you understand, know, a few £100 here, a washing machine there, a thing there, something that would help a soldier who hasn't got a lot of money, who hasn't got any compensation, he's lost, is there anything we can do?
Don't know.
Give it some thought.
Yeah.
Give it some thought.
Yeah.
And if we can help somebody that you know, then you tell us, and YGAF will try and help that person, all right? So we target people, and we just say, and we'd love you, Anthony, to be a friend of this community and come on and talk again. And as you go towards Bible college, if that's what you're going to be doing, we're going to have Heather on in a couple of weeks' time, and to talk about what she does. But
a quick message from Chris. He says, so glad you're here tonight, Anthony. You've become a really good friend.
Did you hear that?
That's nice, isn't it? That's very nice.
Where is he? Come here.
Oh, yes, Chris. You'd love
Chris,
Max.
you'd love Max.
Because
Here we
you
go.
loved Sue, the guide dog, on the week away.
Yeah. Right, Chris, where are you? Is the dog there?
Yeah. Come here. What's your head?
Now say hello. Say hello to Chris.
Max.
Hello, Max.
What a lovely! He's a lovely little King
Oh,
Charles.
look, he's a lovely King Charles. Look at look at him.
Oh, I'm
We
sorry.
love a King Charles.
He's far too cute, Anthony.
Oh,
he's just going to get
he's
lots
gorgeous.
of attention, isn't he?
He's
Lots of
just going to
distraction.
be sitting on your lap all day. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, he doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't.
No, he did do when I first got him.
But he's gone down now.
Yeah, he was too small for me to put on the floor.
Yeah. All right.
Because I thought
Sits in your hand. You've got massive hands. Even if I know you've lost some of your fingers, but you still got massive hands. I reckon I would never have. This man is massive. I mean, look at those. Yeah. Just be grateful that you don't have to dial 999 anymore. Okay. Think of that. Okay. You can tap it now instead. Anthony, we're gonna call it a day for today because we're coming to the end of the show. And
join us again.
Join us again.
You've been
People are
lovely.
going to love to see you again, and just infect people and tell when you've got some more stories to tell. Just come on, even for 5 or 10 minutes. And if you find anybody that you want to help, can you let us know, and we're going to let the charity know. All right?
Yeah.
Is that okay? And can I give big love to your mum and to your dad out there, and just say you should be very proud of him. I have a son at this exact age, and that's why I kind of. I did think it was very real that my son could have gone through this, and that you're a very special woman who just loves him and looks after him and fights for him, no doubt, every hour of the day, I'm sure. Anthony, bless you, my son, and have a lovely time. I'm going to sing a few songs and then we're going to go.
No worries.
Thanks, Anthony.
God bless.
Thanks,
mate. Thanks, everybody. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Just love it. What a
Fantastic.
You are very privileged to have people like this on, people.
Absolutely.
Can I just say that?
And Shelley, you should be very proud of him. He's a very fine young man that you've raised there, and in spite of all that he's gone through, he is just shining beacon, and so you are right to be very proud of him. And if you do write that book, would you let us know? Because I think that people in the community would love to know about it. So make sure you keep in touch. And if and when you write the book, let us know.
Well, in fact, just come and watch the show.
Yeah,
We'll
join
sing your
us.
songs. This one is, can we do a mistletoe and wine? Let's have a little bit of
little bit Christmas.
mistletoe and wine. I just fancy it. The child is a king, the carolers sing, the old is past, there's a new beginning. Dreams of Santa, dreams of snow, fingers numb, faces aglow. Christmas time, mistletoe and wine, children singing Christian rhyme, with logs on the fire and gifts on the tree. A time to rejoice in the good that we see. You can join it when you get the wine. A time for living, a time for believing, a time for trusting, not deceiving. Love and laughter and joy ever after. Ours for the taking, just follow the master. Joy now. Christmas time, mistletoe and wine. Join with us, come on in. Children singing Christian with logs on the fire, with logs on the fire, gifts on the tree, gifts on the tree. A time to rejoice in the good that we see. A time for giving, a time for getting, a time for forgiving and for forgetting. Christmas is love, Christmas is peace, a time for hating and fighting's to cease. Christmas time, mistletoe and wine, children singing Christian rhyme, with logs on the fire and gifts on the tree. A time to rejoice in the good that we see. Christmas time, mistletoe and wine, children singing Christian rhyme, with logs on the fire and gifts on the tree. A time to rejoice in the good that we see. Christmas time, oh, children singing Christian rhyme, with logs on the fire and gifts on the tree. A time to rejoice in the good that we see. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Christmas time, holy night, it's Christmas. All is bright. Oh, little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie. All is bright, Christmas time, holy night. That's lovely. Let's go into a song
I just
was
want to
that for?
dedicate that to Pauline Barry. It was your birthday last Thursday, Pauline. I bet you've never had a Christmas song as a dedication before, but that's a dedication.
And now,
Your birthday
a dedication.
last Thursday.
Mary, did you know? Backing track, please, my darling Rachel.
This
And this
is
one is
for
for
John.
John Bown up in Derbyshire, who requested this one. He likes the passion I sing it with, apparently. Here we go. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you deliver will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will calm the storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? When you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God. Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? The blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again. The tongue will speak, the name will leave, the praises of the Lamb. Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? Did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect land? The sleeping child you're holding is the great I am. Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? That's a beautiful song.
It's a beautiful song, and I have to say, Jonathan, you sing it beautifully, as a lot of people feel. A lot of people feel you sing it beautifully. It's just the words are lovely, aren't they? And the tune's lovely, but there's the arrangement, and your voice is just very special. I think that's going to be one of the real hits from the album, but every time I hear it, there's lots of other hits as well, so lots to look forward
Lots to
to.
be.
Lots to look forward to. Michael Cooper, you've asked for this 3 times before. Tonight's the night for you.
If you could see what I once was, if you could go with me back to where I started from, then I know you would see a miracle of love that took me in its sweet embrace and made me what I am today, just an old sinner saved by grace. I'm just a sinner saved by grace. When I stood condemned to death, He took my place. Now I live and breathe in freedom. With each breath of life I take, loved and forgiven, back with the living. I'm just a sinner saved by grace. How could I boast of anything I've ever seen or done? How could I dare to claim as mine the victories God has won? Where would I be had God not brought me safely to this place? I'm here to say I'm nothing but a sinner saved by grace. I'm just a sinner saved by grace. When I stood condemned to death, He took my place. Now I live and breathe in freedom. With each breath of life I take, loved and forgiven, loved and forgiven. Or I'm just a sinner saved by
I've never done that one before, so I learned.
And for those of you who don't recognise it, it's a song written by Bill Gaither.
By Bill Gaither. So
there
go
you
online and see it.
Yeah.
And that one I noticed never recorded. I also sing that one for Liz and John Bathgate,
Yes.
who introduced us to the Gaithers. And the Gaithers are what kept me alive spiritually during this whole time. I just used to put them on and sing myself often to sleep with them, actually. It's what it is. Anyway, Sue, any announcements?
I think I've done most of them. Don't forget, for those of you who did, yes, I think we'll put that up, Rachel, please. Next Sunday, Jonathan and I will be on BBC Radio Sussex after 9 o'clock in the morning, and lovely Emily Jeffrey will be interviewing us about what we've been up to over
the album
past
and
few
everything
months,
else.
the kidney saga and da-di-da-di-da. So that will be lovely. So tune in to BBC Radio Sussex next Sunday.
Don't forget, those of you who still contribute to us.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
that we are trying to, we don't want to ask for anything.
No.
But if you, however small, £5, £10, it
But
helps us
also,
run the
as
room.
Rachel has put up on the screen, the
That's
Got a
the
Friend
one.
Trust. That's the one that we want you to think about. The Got a Friend Trust really relies on people just giving little bits
From the
and
community.
pieces from the community, and the money comes in, it goes out, and it just
And we
helps
have
people so much.
nothing to
No,
do with
we
it.
have
Just
nothing
so we
to
have
do with
nothing.
this.
So Adrian Pinnock in the Isle of Wight, he will be thrilled to just get whatever you give. And I think actually, having listened to what Anthony said tonight, Anthony has had to fight for compensation from the army for loss of 2 legs, fingers, eye, brain injury. But there are people out there who are in the services who have suffered PTSD, people I know that I have spoken to, who are suffering really badly from being out there. And it would be nice if what we could do is if he can find somebody, if Anthony is out there, can find somebody that we can give to. You give to them, and we can then, we'll sponsor it and pass it on.
Thank you for those of you who
Thank
do
you.
give to it.
And thank you.
It is touching people and helping people so much.
And it
all
doesn't matter how
over the
much it
place.
is, honestly.
No,
Right.
absolutely.
I think there was one
don't
other song that I
forget-
wanted to sing, but I will sing it. Oh, Love That Will Not Let Me Go. Who was that for, Sue?
Carol suggested it. Carol Wadsworth suggested it.
Yeah, and Carol, we just mentioned you tonight before we sing our final song, which is that you've lost somebody very close to you in the last week or so, and you knew him for nearly 40 years. Mm-hmm. And it came as a shock to you, and you wrote to us, and I just want to say that we're thinking of you this week. It's very difficult at these times to lose people. And people are going, there's no doubt. We're losing friends. And we think too of people who are receiving treatment. We think of Linda Baines, who doesn't tune in, but we're thinking of her. She was the artist that came on, a friend of Sue from university. Yeah. We think also of Sylvia Newman, and I hope she's listening tonight. Sylvia has been a faithful watcher and follower, and she often reprimands me if I need reprimanding about my health. She was a nurse, and she's a fantastic woman and an inspiration. She's having
of course,
treatment.
your lovely sister Ruth.
And let's not forget Ruth, because Ruth has been through a lot this
Yes.
week, and she's had to be immobile. She's had an ankle operation, a replacement ankle,
ankle.
and was it a tendon as well?
Achilles tendon lengthened, which all sounds
lengthened.
incredibly painful.
And it
I
is.
think it is.
So she's getting over that.
She's had to be very patient and sit with her foot up for 2 weeks. She can now move a little bit more, but it's not easy. So thank you. I know that many, many, many of you have been praying for her, and she would want to say, I know, thank you.
Next
We
week,
thank you too.
can we just say thank you to the person who's going to come in next week, which is Bryn Howarth, the international star. And I just can't tell you enough. He's going to come in and tell stories that he's been played with the great rock and roll artists of our time. One of the finest slide guitar players in the world. He's released a new album, and he's coming in, and we're going to get the room ready for him next week. And he's a big star, and he's coming in, and he's the gentlest, nicest man you could imagine. He's the one who wrote Moments, and those of you who've got albums of mine, he's played on a lot of my albums. He's the one who wrote that song Moments. It's 10 o'clock. It's
Yes,
time to go.
go.
And it's time because I think Rachel's got to go to work tomorrow. We've got to go to work tomorrow. And I've got a hospital appointment. Think of me on Wednesday as I go up and have another day at the hospital where I do more tests. But for those of you who want to know, my last test last week was the creatinine levels were very good, and the EFGR, the kidney level was good. My legs haven't swollen so much. I'm more healthy, I think, generally. And we really look forward to seeing you next Saturday. And those who haven't bought tickets and wish to come, please come,
do.
fill the church out.
Yeah,
you can
be
come
lovely.
on the door, but we'd love to see you. And as we always sing, and we thank again Lucas and Chrissy for joining us and singing so beautiful, playing so beautifully. And Anthony, of course, what a guest. and really moved by his story. Go peaceful in gentleness through the violence of these days. Give freely, show tenderness in all your ways.
Through darkness, in troubled times, let holiness be your aim. Seek wisdom, let faithfulness burn like a flame.
God speed you, God lead you, and keep you wrapped around his heart. May you be known by love.
Be righteous, speak truthfully in a world of greed and lies. Show kindness, see everyone through heaven's eyes.
God hold you, enfold you, and keep you wrapped around his heart. May you be known by love. The Lord bless you and keep you wherever you are. The Lord make his face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you and give you his peace. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you and give you his peace and give you his peace. And we particularly send out greetings and blessings to Lucas's parents,
Indeed.
who are losing her sight and are yet listening. We hope you enjoyed it tonight and bless you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn his face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you and be gracious to you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn his face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you and be gracious to you and be gracious to you. The Lord bless you and keep you, all of you. The Lord make his face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you and give you his peace and give you his peace. God bless you and see you next week, same time. The Bryn Howarth in concert.
Have a good week.